What's up, baby? Man, your boy Positive Flow, man. Oh, man, too blessed to be stressed. Ha ha. Man, got done with that pool yesterday. I came this close, man, to go ahead and hit one of them swans. Boo! And then look around and make a dash for the gate. The younger days. Look here, man. Let me talk to you guys about financial. Some people are lost, man. They're lost. They watch too much TV. They see these people living this lavish life. 74% of self-millionaires have a plan or had a plan. See, in order to become a successful millionaire, you got to have a plan. You can't just go through everyday life without a plan. In life, there's two roads that you're going to take. One road is you're going to wake up and start educating yourself on your financial situation. You're going to start looking and talking to successful people. You're going to start getting you a financial advisor to help you along the way. You're going to start learning about stocks and bonds. You're going to start learning about retirement plans. That's the first road you'll take in life. The second road is the road that most people do. The more money they make, the more they spend. They don't even think about it. They're just like, hey, I'm going to spend this. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. But the problem with that is you're just pissing in the wind uphill. It's all coming back on you. Even though you're making more money, your financial situation is still a disaster. I talked to a guy the other day. He's a friend of mine. Me and him shot ball together in school. He went to a different school, but we always shot ball at the recreation center together. He's going through a hard time. He's on drugs. But every time I see him, he's still my homie. Talk to him for a minute, pray with him for a minute, and he's going to meet us entrepreneurs down at the church on Saturday morning. I volunteered to help a bunch of business guys. I'm going to see can I video that, man. Clean the curbs and the sidewalks around the church, man, because we do a lot of stuff for the homeless. A lot of stuff. Our church is right down the street from the homeless shelter. So our church feed them, clothe them, and sometimes give them a place to stay. So he's going to meet me down there, man. I'm going to try to get him off drugs, man. I'm going to have him talk to the pastor, seeking the pastor to get him somewhere. I did another friend like that, man. I kept bothering him. He was on drugs. I kept bothering him. Every time he see me, he's like, oh, here we go. One day I caught him on the right day, man. He looked at me, started crying. I said, dude, spill it. What's on your soul, man? He said, man, I done some bad things, E. I said, Jesus forgives, homie. He says, you the only one who stopped and talked to me, man. I done robbed people. I done stole stuff, man. I done had my mama's house get shot up because people looking for me. True story. He said, I need help, man. I can't kick this habit by myself. I said, why didn't you ask me, man? He said, man, you know how hard it is for a man to ask another man, for help. I can understand that. Make a long story short, I called a pastor friend of mine, got him a bed at the rehab. I didn't see my man no more for about 6 or 7 months, man. I go by his house. I asked his mom. I said, have you seen him? She said, no, sweetie, I haven't seen him. I was worried about him. I thought I was going to watch the news one day and see my man dead in the ditch. I was over my sister's house cutting her grass for her. This light-skinned guy gets out with dreadlocks. I'm talking about, look like he been pumping it iron, swole. And I was at a distance, couldn't quite see him. He kept walking toward me, I'm like, who is this cat, man? And it was my homie, Red. I looked, I said, no way, man. He just grabbed me and hugged me, man. Oh, tears rolling out his eyes, tears rolling out my eyes. He looked at me, man. He said, bless you, man. He said, you saved my life, man. He said, I didn't know how dark life was until I went into rehab and had to recover. He said, you brought me into the light. I said, man, I'm just a messenger, dog. I said, I love every fellow man. Every fellow man should have a fair shake. We all fall. It's just how you get up, though. Now my man runs a program in a church, and he's a minister. I went to his ordain. I tell you, man, just thinking about that, man, bring tears to my eyes, man. And he calls me probably 2 or 3 times a week, man. Man, him chopping up on the word, and he still thanks me, man. Every time he see me, he say, bless you, Eric. Man, he just don't know. Just him telling me thank you and what he has achieved and what he's doing for the kids on the street now. He just bought his first house. Man, dreams can come true, man. It just all depends on the individual, man. But that's a little story I just want to tell y'all, man. But back to the financial thing, man. People, they scared they're going to fail for number one. Fear will hold you back. It'll paralyze you, man. If a person has never failed in his lifetime, they have never lived. Remember that. They have never lived if they haven't failed. So you got to shake that fear, man. In order to be a millionaire, you have to think like one. That's what I started doing, man. I had to change my way of thinking, man. It was all screwed up. I had to learn how to invest. I had to learn what works, what don't work. What's under my feet? What makes me feel comfortable? What's my skill set? How can I get more customers? How can I give them or get their attention? These are the things that you must practice. Instill it, make it a habit in your life. And you will become successful financially, mentally, and spiritually. Listen to what I'm saying, man. I was that guy who didn't think I could accomplish anything for us business-wise or financial-wise. I was all about the more money I make, I'm going to spend it. Motorcycles and everything else, boy, cars. But if I look at my financial stability, I sucked. All it took is one payday or I lose my job, I'm done. So I had to wake up, man, and start educating myself. Now I'm in a situation where I'm in control of my financial situation. Because the only person that's in control of your financial situation is you. You can't blame the world. Blame the way you think. Educate yourself, people. That's my message for today, brothers and sisters. And when I say that, I mean everybody, not one race. We all brothers and sisters in the eyes of God. And sooner or later, we got to meet him with no excuses. I don't care how much money you accumulate, how much you think you are, your hole ain't going to be bigger than mine next to you in that grave. Oh, he rich. Make his hole 7 feet deep. I don't think so, pimp. Yours going to be 6 feet deep too. Your casket might be a little fancier, but I told my wife anything happened to me, put me in the pine box, kiss me goodbye. Who gonna see my casket? The maggots? Man, that's so nice casket you got there, bro. Man, gone with that. Look here, man. Y'all be cool on the stool, man. To all my detail family out there, deuces. Positive float.